knowing because, okay, thank you. Reading the book, I think I remember IVF is popular, right? What you mentioned IUI, which is blessed. I think that I'm not even sure. Yeah, I'm not sure I have really come across it. So it was important to me. I was like, okay, maybe I have to read. I have to read, but I don't know much about it. You said it was
invasive,
less invasive, and then but not as successful.
As yes, from what because I talked to some medical personnel, and they explained to me that the other procedure is less invasive and it's not as successful as the other one. That's why I projected that to go for the other one because medically, the other one is that's why it probably is not even popular because the IVF is more successful than so that's why
it was new to me and I was appreciating that. And then just listening to the review and the whole issues about childbearing and all that. I just learned some months back that Chimamanda has surrogate twins.
Yes.
I remember, it wasn't very much, it wasn't publicized much. So I came across that clip and I was now laughing. And then you have people responding to that. And the response is now not about the science really now, but it's like they feel that you're taking advantage of women. And I'm like, why? Although people have their own views, but if someone decides this is how I'm fine with helping you on your journey to motherhood, you pay me and I go my way. Why is it not a problem for some people that is happening? I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yes.
They feel like you're taking advantage. It's like in some cases, yes, there's some moral issues because some women so far, you hear these underground things about human trafficking and all that, they are not really willing. But in a case where you sign a proper contract, so this is how it's going to be, this is what I'm going to pay, why is that a problem? And then like the question he asked, does it make this person less of a mother? It's her eggs, In some cases, it may not even be her eggs, or it may be the husband's sperm, that kind of thing. Does it make it less of, this, you like, say, science is not like this, they are not a real mother, even for some women. And a lot of, I don't know if you've noticed that a lot of the people causing problems are women who should be even more empathetic. You notice, these people that are talking tummies, they are the women now. You don't know what. They are the women that are,
But they actually do that.
No, people do that. People do.
Family people, what's the happen now?
Even Dr. Bidenyefa posted something on Facebook like that she went to Pasha Market and the woman was touching her top, poking her tummy and saying that. So this is not the pikin self.
It happens.
So this is not the pikin.
You would have that women should be more empathetic. Strangers.
Yes,
random people don't do this kind of thing. And you would expect that with some knowledge, even if your journey was easier, you should have some kind of empathy. Because like you mentioned society and that kind of thing. It's not always the case. Women tend to be very
I think
mean.
That's where reorientation comes in. And in fact, that's one of the drive. In fact, there's one story I'm writing on. This short story I'm writing. Okay, there is this perception that Ijaw women, Ijaw girls, I'm so cold. That Ijaw girls, all they do now to picking papa. So this is a orientation that we need to correct. This like what you said is one part, but we need to you're exposed, you have the knowledge now. You begin to talk about it. It's a conversation, ongoing conversation. Probably 10 years from now, it will be better. Okay, so I think we need to put it into writing. The conversation has started. We need to talk about it. If you're writing, you can put one or two things about the subject matter, and the conversation will just be going like that. With time, probably, knowledge will come to people. So we should just keep talking about it. Actually,
sorry, just in some ways, you say I think we should be more open to options.
Yes.
About especially this, like we talked about miracles. Some people would rather not.
I've been quiet about the
We must go to church.
Yes.
Who want to try something else? Or for me, I don't think it's not like I'm negating what God can do. I think we should be open to the knowledge and wisdom God has given in the world. I don't know, there was this cartoon my children were watching the other day, and I was wondering why, although that's a different conversation, where it says, the Tower of Babel, where God said that if you don't stop this, nothing will be possible for them. It shows that God has made you like that to be able to do it. Seemingly impossible things. 20 years ago, some of these things were impossible. Yeah. Doesn't mean there is things, and we should also, we as humans should open ourselves to what science can do.
Thank you very much. Just one more comment. I want somebody to give a comment on the reviewer. Then I want one more comment on the work. Then we'll do the reading, go to special reading, and we'll go to the end of it. Yes. Are you commenting on the reviewer? On the reviewer, good. Okay, so you have the two. I wanted to comment on the reviewer. Yes. But Nathaniel, this one that you are commenting on the reviewer because you know him. I wanted somebody. He will. I wanted somebody who do not know him.
No, bro, I'm going to be objective.
Okay. For the capture.
I'm not surprised that he did outstandingly well. In fact,
It's on, please.
okay, it is now. When I read the work, if you remember, for those of you who were in the virtual conversation, some of the questions I was asking were also some of the issues that he has raised. And I am particularly happy because when I read the work, there were many things that crossed my mind. And then I had to ask her. So he raised those issues in the review. One of them is miracles. So I asked her, and she told me that she is a born again. I said,
Because the portrayal of the pastors didn't see that you are born again. Because none of them, there is no exception to all the pastors. This one will collect money and they will so the presentation is just perfect. Then on the aspect of gender and feminism, we talked about the womanism, which is the American stand of feminism, American strand. I also thought about it when I was reading the work. So I was asking myself, at what point do we really say a woman is barren? If a woman does not give birth to children, but is successful in her career, can we say that that woman is barren? If a woman achieves many of the things that are even almost impossible to men and even women, and she is able to conquer her world in her career, can we really say she is barren? He also treated that issue that we cannot really say, and some of these issues are actually moral issues. Like he says, so I want to commend him first. It shows that he did not only read the work, he interpreted the work. Imagine when a writer tells you that you did excellently well. It's like Ajebe telling Peter that you gave the role of Okonkwo the interpretation after my heart, after he acted that role. So that is what the commendation that Mr. Alex has got from the writer, and I think it is worth applauding. Thank you so much. I don't know if I was to review this work, if I would have done this well. Well, I was taken aback when I was reading. Maybe when it is time for reading, I want to read a page or two. So, and then he is able to point out everything. There were things that I thought would be omitted. Maybe like the what is it called now? Separating the work into time rather than chapters. So instead of having chapter 1, you have 8 a.m. Instead of having chapter 2, you have 8:45, 8:20. So he's able to pinpoint all of these things. So I want to commend you. Your review is wonderful, and I want to say that if it is possible, it should be made available for everybody. It should be shared in the WhatsApp group so that we all can have access to it. I want to, beyond what you've said, I also want to look at it myself. Maybe there will be one or two that I can also pick from there. Thank you very much. Yes, I didn't say anything. No, no. You know, I have the intention of putting it in the draft. I will put it and I will also publish it. Because I will publish it this evening at the Anna web all the reviews, every review will be there. That's the reason why, because if people just have WhatsApp platform, you know, people don't really understand this WhatsApp thing work. WhatsApp is not a good place to share your work. That's the simple truth. People publish their works on WhatsApp. So it's not a good place. And the reason is very simple. You know, WhatsApp, we have somebody's phone can get lost on this. And then that is the end. Especially if you did not put your work in the cloud, everything is gone. That's it about WhatsApp. But a website, insofar as you're renewing the domain name, over and over and over and over and over, you will have it there anytime, anything. And guys, what we know, any work that is published online that is on website, automatically does not go off forever. I hope you know that. Even if that domain name is no longer in existence, you can get that work back if you know how to get it. So that is it. So we are going to post it there, and I will start enjoying the benefits of another work. So, reviewer, if somebody has made a comment on you, so the idea is that we get comment from the work, we also get comment from the reviewer. He has already done that, so we want to really appreciate you, sir. And please don't stop when the call comes again, because it doesn't mean that they're going to do review for just once. If they come back to you again, no, yes, it may not be immediate. Maybe after 2, 3, 4, 5, you may say, okay, let's go back to Amabe. I will give you another book. Our appeal to you is that anytime this opportunity comes, I call it an opportunity. And at the same time, I call it a call for favor. Anytime it comes, please answer it. Myself too, I will review the work of one person. I don't know when. I don't also know when I'm going to be the writer of the month, but I will not be anytime very soon. We want to make sure we get as many persons as possible. For who knows, maybe I may be the last if I hang my boots. So that time will review the work of somebody. We don't know whether it's going to be the next. But when the time comes, Nathaniel will call you, and I know you do justice because I know you are a good hand. Anna, you will definitely review. Maybe I will review. Adus too. I know. Adus matter already is a settled matter. Adus will also review. Anna will review. I don't know whether it's going to be speculative fiction. But whatever it is, you will review. So that's how it's going to be. Okay, so sir, please you can take it out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, one more comment on the book. One more comment on the book. Let's give our visitor an opportunity. Okay. How about that? No problem. And the book is here with us for 1,000 naira. So it's very cheap, very, very. In fact, Rosemary helped our career. So here there are copies here, like 4 copies. So if you want, you can get just 1,000 naira. I want to make I want 1 copy. You want a copy? Okay. What are the comments? Just one. We do read the aspects of that. Yes, I want to say that the work actually was the fact that the students need to leave their dreams and not to try to impress society. Because once we do that, our illness will not be, seen or expressed, and we cannot lead, to better society. And the author tries to use our work to incorporate the fact that everyone needs to live as a person, not for society, trying to impress people, to please people. But it's very pivotal and important for us to live and bring out our originality. Yes, because the more you try to impress people, the more you lose yourself. I like what we see around the side. So the work is a very nice one, and I appreciate the fact that that's aspect of investment is also included in there. Thank you very much.
Last comment.
Okay. I just want to appreciate our author of the month. I was fortunate to put this book in my bag when I was traveling to Abuja last week. And while I was in Abuja, I forgot there was a dull moment in my stay, and I saw the book, and I was very happy that I carried, and it was very impressive. Well done. It tells me about the value of a very strong support system, and how resilient the author was in her travails. And he also exposes societal, should I call it evil? Because when people say women are wicked to women, the book really makes that, could be fallacy, but it makes it stand out very, very well. But there's just one part I was hoping, while I was reading your book, I was hoping you would touch. You know, there's this phenomenon when women say if a woman does not give birth naturally, you know, that they don't even call her a mother. So in some clients, especially in Nigeria, some women will resist cesarean section because they want to give birth naturally. And a lot of them even die in the process, because at the time they realize that it will not be possible, it will be too late, you see. So while reading and enjoying the book, I was hoping you would touch that. I don't think you did, but
Cesarean section. Yes.
that is women who reject cesarean section because they see it as a taboo. You know, I think some of them will say, no, I want to give birth like a Jew. You know, they say that a lot, and it has caused series of problems and fatality. So I was actually looking forward to see that, but till the end of my reading.
He died before she went for the operation. I think the character died, although hard was.
Yes, but it wasn't tied to like expressly rejecting a cesarean section that was recommended. I was really looking forward to that. Maybe that could have just added a little bit of that. But in all, I think you did a very good job. When we met you online, there was something you said I just want to touch, which I like. You said God enables science, and people should not reject science, especially when it comes to motherhood. And our reviewer touched it too in a way that and said that if I will enjoy a ride in a car, in a modern car, and I would rather not take a horse or a donkey on my journey, why should I look down on a woman who embraced science to get her child? And I will not look down on somebody who takes like the airplane on a journey or other products of science, you know. So, you know, kudos. Thank you very much.